A few weeks ago, Volition did a live stream of Destroy All Humans POTF and shared some cool info about the game and its development. So today I got some facts about Destroy All Humans POTF. I will be playing clips of the stream, so please excuse any game audio. These are in no particular order, but the first fact in my opinion is the most interesting, and it is the reason why the game was not released for the PS3 in North America.
The reason why I say it's important for this is that's one of the reasons why this never came out on PS3. Is
they couldn't figure out the memory.
Well, it got submitted. It did get submitted, and got submitted in North America for Xbox and for PS3, and it passed Xbox. There may have been a patch agreement, I can't remember, but on the Sony side, it didn't pass, and I can't remember what the issue was that prevented it from passing. It may have been that there were a lot of bugs. The way the reports work is if there's a large number of bugs, they eventually push you over a threshold.
Yeah, Sony does points.
They used to. I think they don't anymore, but they used to. Or if you had a couple critical bugs, that would also push you across the threshold. But anyways, this ended up getting kicked. And normally what would happen is you'd fix those issues and resubmit. Well, there's a fee for resubmission, and at the time, the old THQ, they decided not to pay that fee. For whatever reason, that was the final cutoff. However many thousands of dollars it was to resubmit after keeping this development going and going for a long time, they finally said.
But then Australia, they were all aboard Australia.
Well, because I think it got through submission in Europe, and so we did our initial submission.
They have different rules depending on each.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Microsoft had more like a worldwide submission. But Sony's broken up by territories. In a game like this that hit a lot of hurdles in its development, I remember asking the question because we had people here working long hours to help test the game and get it ready for submission.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, I remember the button to get in there.
Why are we continuing to? Why isn't this just canceled? You know, like at what point do you draw the line? Is it in another month? Is it another couple months? And the response I got was kind of interesting. It's not how much money have you sunk into it at this point, but how much are you going to get back versus the cost of finishing.
Yeah.
Right? So you're at least getting some return on what you're continuing to invest. And I guess that when it got kicked from Sony that one time, that was it. Like it must have crossed something like, can't recoup this.
Up next, we have something that went wrong with the menus during development. It's kind of embarrassing. Just watch.
One of the best bugs is that near the end of this game, we actually had a very critical bug open that they had forgotten about, is that this opening credits scene still had a watermark for a major video game website on it. And they were going to submit this to Microsoft with a watermark in it for a video that was not theirs. So they had to go through and make a whole new video for everything on this main menu because they were just ripping off a website and put it in the background.
Yeah, and that's actually a good preview into here, we'll start the game up here.
Let's get these cutscenes rolling.
Yeah.
Oh, these are awesome.
The talking about that, a watermark from a game gaming website being on like something a game like officially released or almost did. Do you know Okami did that?
Oh, really? Did they really hear that?
So the not the PS2, but the Wii version, the Wii port of Okami, is very faint, but if you look at the actual cover art on the box, there is an IGN watermark very faintly in the bottom right.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any footage of the early version of that menu, and I really doubt there is any footage online of it. But anyway, moving on, we have the more you know moment about the interiors of the game.
So you want to be careful. You can actually push him through the wall if you're not careful here. And then you're just stuck in a room.
Can you restart? Is there the ability to restart?
You have to go back to the main menu.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
As far as I remember. Right. Yeah, you're actually only like 2 feet below the casino. They actually put this one underneath the casino.
Actually, in some maps, such as Sunnywood, you could see a box if you get under the map. Most likely that box is the interiors of the buildings that you enter in that world. If not, I have no clue what that random box is. But next we have the reason why stuff disappears when you look away for like 2 seconds.
Would you have to like back up into it? Would that keep it from like loading in all the way?
No.
If you're not looking at it?
I don't think so.
I
I'm
think
pretty
the
sure you
streaming's
can get
based on player position as
Okay,
opposed to
disposition.
line of sight. Yeah.
player
Right.
position and player direction on that site. The vehicle system is based on line of sight.
Okay.
So if I turn around and run backwards, there's nothing.
Yeah.
There are no vehicles behind me. All the vehicles will come from in front of me,
Right.
and then when I get close to where I want to be, I can turn around.
Honestly, before I saw this stream, I thought it was just a bug in the game, but no. It's there for a reason, to prevent the game from running out of memory, and it didn't work that well because the game lags all the time. Anyway, moving on, we have a glitch that takes so long to happen you'd have to live in the game to do it. Seriously, that's what the guys in the video said.
I think it was in the last area, but it was a bug. As I said, one of the required fields was steps to reproduce. And usually you have a handful of steps, like start the game, load into this level, start this mission, do this thing, so on and so forth. And this one had, I want to say, like 20 plus steps to it. It was this really involved bug that involved going to specific locations and doing things there and then coming back. And the result was bad. I think it would crash or hang or something like that.
Yeah.
But nobody would ever do that. Besides people who are living in the game 8 to 12 hours a day for a year, you know? Mm-hmm. And we called it the magical journey bug. Because you had to follow all those steps in order.
We had one of those on SR2.
Now, before moving on to the final fact, I just want to say that I have a Destroy All Humans fan Twitter account. If you like the Destroy All Humans, go follow it. My handle is @DaFans. The link is down below, along with my main Twitter and some other things that you should check out. But now, without further ado, it's the final fact, and it's more of a fact to do with another game series, but it has to do with Destroy All Humans.
Because you guys pointed this out before we started, and I was like, oh, this does look very familiar.
It is extremely familiar.
Yeah, sure. So I wouldn't necessarily call it a direct inspiration, but the way that telekinesis works in Saints Row 4 when we introduce the superpowers, controls very similar to this game. And that's another thing that I call out is the controls for a lot of the abilities in this feel very intuitive. Like once you get the hang of them, it's quite a bit of fun.
Anyway, that's all the facts I collected. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click like, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos, including Destroy All Humans news reports. Goodbye.